Now tell me if this sounds familiar. You're taking your child or family member to the doctor. You hand over your insurance card like you always do because Aflac covers it and you're good. But a few weeks later, you get a medical bill for a procedure you've never even heard of. Then you get a call from a debt collector. Tell them about that you owe them thousands of dollars. Turns out someone used your insurance, your social security number, and even your medical history, and you didn't even know it. And here's the kicker, it all happened months ago, and nobody told you. Not your doctor, not your insurance company, and definitely not Aflac. Now you're probably wondering, how does a duck-themed insurance company lose control of millions of customer records? Well, we're talking about social security numbers, health records, and possibly even bank information. And guess what? The craziest part about this is Aflac didn't even get hacked directly. So how is your most private information being exposed? Stick around because I'm about to break down exactly what went wrong and why you should never assume your data is safe just because you didn't click the wrong link. What's up, cyber heroes, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Boyd Clewis, internationally recognized cybersecurity expert, but on here, they call me Sherlock Homie. I break down the slickest cyber scams, the laziest data breaches, and the wildest ways your information gets jacked so you don't end up broke, hacked, or humiliated in a Reddit thread. So if you're trying to stay 10 steps ahead of cyber criminals, fake tech bros, and billion-dollar breaches, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you don't miss a drop every single week. So here's what happened. This data breach didn't even start with Aflac. It started with a company called Continental Casual Company, one of Aflac's third-party vendors. In January, a hacker group called Black Hat, or Alpha if you're nasty, claimed they had over 1.2 terabytes of stolen data from these vendors. That's like the Library of Congress if it only stored your secrets. We're talking about sensitive information from policyholders in Japan and the United States. But here's the problem. Some customers didn't even know Continental was even connected to Aflac. So imagine your information gets leaked by a company you never signed up with. Then Aflac waits for a year to confirm whether or not your data was involved and still hasn't told the public everything. This makes absolutely no sense. Now you're getting mysterious medical charges, shady phone calls, and your insurance card is being used like a gym membership that you share with your friends and family. Now here's what's wild. You could be caught up in a data breach just like this right now and not find out until a year later. On average, it takes companies 277 days to report a breach. That's a 9-month head start for scammers to wreck your credit, open accounts in your name, and rack up fake medical bills while you're just living your life completely in the dark. And get this, the group behind the Aflac data breach, they call themselves Scattered Spiders, and they've been targeting several insurance companies, not just Aflac. I'm telling you this because I really need you to understand, even if you're not their customer, your data could still be caught in the crossfire. And that's exactly why I use today's sponsor, Aura. Aura scans the dark web and alerts me fast if my phone number, email, or social security number shows up in a data breach. If someone tries to open a bank account or credit card in my name, Aura lets me know instantly by sending me a notification directly to my phone. Thank you very much, Aura. I appreciate you because it has happened before. And it covers me with up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. You can try Aura completely free for 14 days at aura.com/Boyd Clewis. Hit the link in the description or scan the QR code because free credit monitoring after the fact, after your data's been stolen, that's like installing security cameras after your house got robbed. Now tell me, what sense does that make? None. You're right. Now, how these scammers pulled this off is very unique. I'm going to break this down for you to show you exactly what can happen when you put data in the hands of people that you trust. Number one, what they did is they hacked into the vendor systems, specifically Continental Casual Company, using ransomware tactics. This wasn't some basement hacker. This was Black Cat, one of the most elite ransomware gangs in the game. Just a side note, if you're not familiar with ransomware is a software that will lock up your files on your computer so that you cannot use it, and the hacker will demand a payment to give you access back to your stuff. Now, I'm gonna be real. The last thing that you want to do is pay a hacker a ransom because now they know they can always target you. This is why it's important to back up your data, keep it close and offline if you can. But if your stuff gets ransomed, it's kind of already too late. So now that the hackers are actually inside of their network, they stole over a terabyte of data, including insurance policies, customer records, and medical details. They threatened to leak the data publicly unless they got paid. So once they had this data, they did exactly what a ransomware hacker will do. They threatened to leak the data publicly unless they got paid handsomely. This is a classic ransomware playbook move, but with a healthcare twist. Now here's the problem that I have. Because the data didn't come directly from Aflac, it came from a vendor, many victims weren't notified quickly. That delay gave scammers months of runway to exploit social security numbers, commit medical identity fraud, or even open fake lines of credit. And all of this happened without most victims even knowing their information was at risk. And this is the problem that I have, and it just heats me up so bad. You didn't give your data to this continental place, but somehow it still got stolen. And your data is still out there, all because companies like Aflac outsource critical operations to third parties, then act like it's not their problem when things go sideways. Aflac says they only recently became aware of the breach, but Black Cat bragged about it over a year ago. And here's the thing that really annoys me, Continental's response: we're still investigating. Come on now, man. We're still investigating. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, your social security number could be for sale on the dark web next to the fake passports and bootleg Hulu logins. That's not a security breach. That is a betrayal of trust. And this is why I always say, when it comes to your data, no one is looking out for you but you. Okay, so we talked about what went wrong. Now let's talk about what you can do to protect yourself, because clearly the companies ain't doing it. Number one, you absolutely need to sign up for dark web monitoring. Companies like Aura or whatever, just make sure that you get alerts if your social security number or health records pop up in places where they shouldn't. Or monitors, and they will send you alert if it happens. Number two, freeze your credit, and it is free. And it blocks scammers from opening accounts in your name. Don't do it just for you. Do it for your spouse. Do it for your kids, your mama, your cousin, your uncle too. Freeze your credit. Number three, use a burner email for insurance or healthcare signups. That way, if it ever gets leaked, it won't be tied to your real inbox. Now you may be thinking, what does an inbox have to do with any of this? The inbox is the gateway to many of your systems. I mean, all a scammer has to do is get your real email address, find some old passwords in a data dump. They can do password resets all day. And the challenge that most people don't realize, there's some companies out there whose security protocols will allow you to log in with a password that is old. I can't believe it. Like, it will let you log in with an old password. It's crazy. If you don't believe me, just try it. As a matter of fact, try it and let me know in the comments. I would actually say try Facebook first. That's the first company I found it out with. Okay, number four, don't assume your info is safe just because you trust the brand. Aflac didn't get breached, but they still might pay the price. And here's a bonus tip for you. If you get any weird medical bills, insurance denials, or calls about coverage you don't recognize, report it immediately. That's how medical identity theft usually shows up. If this video was helpful, please consider sharing it with someone that you care about. And if you think this is wild, you should check out this video to see exactly what scammers can do with a simple text message and a reply from you. Check it out. Go.